YouTube, what's going on? YouTube, what's happening, man? Of course, it's your guy one more time, Dedrick Helix Jr., and I am indeed back with yet another fragrance video. Okay, Smell Good family, what's up with y'all, man? What's good? What's going on? I hope y'all staying warm. Because I don't know where you at. If I'm down here in Florida and it's 20 degrees, what kind of weather are you experiencing wherever you are? Stay warm, all right? Stay warm, all right? So hopefully everybody's great, fantastic, positive, safe, and warm. Today's video, let's go ahead and get into it, man. We have 7 must-have winter fragrances for the 2023 winter season. Okay, so it is very cold, and where I am, it don't get cold like this. 21 degrees, high of 33 degrees. It ain't supposed to be like that down here in Jacksonville. It ain't supposed to be like that, man, but it is. All right, so that's what has this video got this video idea going in my head. It's must-have, 7 must-have fragrances that I feel like you guys should get into. All right, 6 of these are easy to grab, and 1 of them is kind of hard to get, but let's go ahead and jump right into it. All right, a lot of people deem this as the essential male winter fragrance, and a lot of people, gentlemen, I've heard say if I only had one, I would go with this one. From the house of Viktor and Rolf, we have SPICEBOMB Extreme. And I can see why they say it. It's a very masculine style of a fragrance, that very spicy, peppery, SPICEBOMB DNA mixed in with some sweet vanilla. I think it's vanilla absolute, which is a richer concentration of vanilla, mixing it in with those spices. I get it. This stuff lasts all day long. It's complimentary. It's a fan favorite, and it has a sense of masculinity to it that you guys out there could, still feel like a man's man. You know what I'm saying? If that's what you own. All right. SPICEBOMB Extreme definitely provides that for sure. So this is one that for the winter time, for these cold like temperatures, this is one to definitely have. Again, from the house of Viktor and Rolf, we have SPICEBOMB Extreme. All right, let's move it along. Now, this was the one I was referring to that could be a little difficult to find. It pops up on discounters here and there. I got mine for a really good price a few months back, and this stuff is perfect for this time of year. From the house of Dolce & Gabbana. All right, we have Dolce & Gabbana, the One Luminous Night. All right, exclusive edition. All right, this stuff is a beast. This is the strongest, I believe, out of the whole Dolce & Gabbana line. All right, you get this basil and date and spice with this thing, man. It is blended really, really well. It's one of the more unique scent profiles from Dolce & Gabbana, and this thing performs. I'm talking about 10 hours plus, no forgiving with this style of a fragrance, and this stuff is good. The spiciness from the black pepper, the basil and the dates, they dance the whole way. They dance. At some point you'll get a little bit more basil, which can come off a little minty, and then you could get the dates that provides that overall sweetness in the fragrance. This stuff is on point, and I love this stuff. Glad to have this in my collection. So this is another must-have, fellas, if you can get your hands on it. From the house of Dolce & Gabbana. All right, we have the One Luminous Night. This stuff, and I love the bottle, love that blue hue, that presentation, love that. All right, let's kind of tone it down a bit, man. Let's get to one that you don't have to spend that much money for, and it could be the best cologne in your collection. All right, from the house of Mercedes-Benz. All right, we have Mercedes-Benz Club Black. Listen here. Whew, the vanilla in here mixed with that incensey, smoky type of vibe. Those two together are amazing. You get a rich vanilla, you get incense. The blending of it is really, really good. Somebody smelling this off of you, you tell them what you have on. You say, I'm wearing something from Mercedes. Mercedes who? They probably don't even know they make cologne, but this stuff is A1 for the cold. This is something that you could impress with. This is something that you can get someone's attention with. This is something that if you want your presence known, this can help you do that, all right? It is right there at the line, man. It is right there at the line before you start to go crossing over into a fully masculine fragrance. It stops right there because that vanilla holds its own throughout the fragrance, but you do get that incense in there. It's a little, like I said, a little smoky, and kind of gives off kind of dryness with the vanilla, if that makes any sense. And excuse my voice, because I'm still recovering from going to the Jaguars and Cowboys game the other day. But yeah, this stuff right here is really, really good. It's a must-have for me, especially during this time of year, because this stuff performs, it cuts through the cold, and it's really, really good. So again, you can find this on discounters around that $40 to $45 mark. Sometimes the prices do get up there towards the 60s, so really take your time and hunt if you're looking for this fragrance. Like the room is filled. It's filled just off one spray. This stuff is really good. From the house of Mercedes, all right, we have Club Black. Club Black. All right, moving along to, man, I don't know, one day, this one is my favorite from the line. The next day, another one is my favorite from the line, but let's just stick with this one. From the house of Armani, we have Armani Cold Profumo. Profumo. This stuff is super good, man. You get kind of like this, this kind of like fizzy cola opening with this thing. Someone got in my eye real quick. This fizzy cola type of vibe here. Almost like it doesn't smell like root beer, but root beer-ish. But then that's, you know, the leather and the tonka and the vanilla in this thing really kind of stands out and kind of is blended really, really well. Very creamy fragrance. That does come off aromatic, all right, in the opening, in the mint to this thing. This is probably outside of anybody who's not in the fragrance community like that. This is the one they would go with probably over Absolute. Why? Because it's more mass appealing. It's more right off the rip, just a banger, just to put it on and go. All right, this is mass appealing. Not saying Absolute is not, but Absolute does offer a little bit more to me than Profumo, and that's fine. But this one right here, I can see this one being the fan favorite over somebody who's not really too serious about their fragrances. All right, so this stuff is really good. I think it's so good that it is something that I think every man should have in their collection around this time of year. All right, so from the house of Armani, we have Armani Cold Profumo. Man, that still smells good in the L. Love it. All right, let's get a little expensive. Let's get a little expensive. This right here just checks the box of a winter style fragrance from the house of Parfums de Marly. All right, we have Carlisle. Carlisle. Now, a lot of people say Carlisle reminds them of Mancera's Red Tobacco and vice versa. I get that for sure. I get this for sure. In my bottle, I don't think my bottle was reformulated like that. I really get good performance on it. Now, some people say this stuff was strong, 48 hours strong. Mine ain't 48 hours strong, but I do get about 10 to 12 hours of performance off of this thing. And what this provides, man, it's just a masculine treat. That's what it is. So all my fellas out there who want to be boss-like, want to be the man in the room, this provides that, man. This provides that for sure. Very has a slight fruity opening. Got the spices coming right in after that. I believe there's some apple in this thing, some black pepper in this thing as well. This stuff is so good. I think there's a little bit of saffron as well. I don't got the notes right in front of me. Matter of fact, I probably looked up the notes of Carlisle one time, and that's when I did a video for it. But it does remind you of Mancera's Red Tobacco, but it is so powerful that it's cutting through the cold with ease. With ease. And this is probably something, you know, to me, it's a must-have because what it can do during this time of year. All right, so I know some people like Leighton and stuff like that. That's cool, but for the winter time, for the cold, this is it. From the house of Parfums de Marly, we got Carlisle. Carlisle. This stuff is great. All right, moving on to another sexy fragrance. That's, well, two of them that's hard to get. This one is hard to get than the Dolce & Gabbana from the house of Guerlain. We got L'Homme Ideal, the EDP. The EDP. This stuff is fantastic. I go back and forth. Is this the best of the line or the favorite of the line for me? That cherry note, that almond, that leather, that vanilla, man. You get this slight sugary, fizzy, cherry-like opening when this thing goes out on the first spray. That's what kind of happens. But as this thing dries down and develops and gets to the absolute dry down, this stuff is fantastic. Very sexy, complimentary, fan favorite type of a scent. Women love this. Women love this when they smell it, they recognize it, and they love it. So fellas, when you get a chance to grab this, go ahead and grab it, man. The cherry is done in a masculine way. It's not a super sweet cherry that's gonna lean feminine, not to my nose at least. That's when that almond, that leather get in there and kind of get a hold of that cherry and keep it at bay, so to speak. So this one is good. I think it's something that definitely every man should have in their collection, especially for the winter time for sure. Date night fragrance, out and about in an intimate setting, party fragrance. You could definitely wear it. It's not like party, you know what I'm talking about? Like if you're going to an event or a gathering or something like that, this would be good. From the house of Guerlain. All right, we have L'Homme Ideal, the EDP. All right, and last but not least, like I said, bear with me, man. My voice is trying to hang in there because your boy is hoarse, man. But this one is great. The name of the house of this thing is wild. It's like Jesus something. All I know it is Halloween Man X. That's all I know, man. This is a boozy coffee scent, and it just works, bro. Now, man, so good. Now it's synthetic as all out. It's definitely synthetic in the air for sure. All right, but the coffee and the whiskey, once this thing starts dancing with the vanilla in this thing, this stuff comes off really good, man. You can pay around $40 to $45 for a full bottle of this, and it's gonna do its thing. It's going to do its thing for you. It's going to cut through the cold. It does have a masculine feeling, a masculine approach to it, but it also has that diversity where it could be mass appealing, and somebody or anybody or multiple people could walk by you, get a whiff of you, and be like, man, what's that? I really like that, because it won't be a confusing scent. You know what I mean? So this stuff is really good. I think every man should look into having this in their collection or for the winter run. And it'll just be a good one to have for sure. All right. So again, I think it's like Jesus. I can't pronounce it. I don't want to mess up the man's name who has the house named after him for this. But this is what I know it as. It is Halloween Man X. Halloween Man X. All right. All right, Smell Good fam. That's going to wrap up today's video. Again, 7 must-own fragrances for the wintertime. For the 2023 winter season, okay? These will all cut through the cold, these will all perform, and these will all just do what it is that you are looking for a fragrance to do for you. You just have to make the decision which one you're gonna go with, or if all of them, like me. Yeah, I have all of them, obviously. All right, Smell Good family. Y'all be cool. Y'all be great. Take care of yourselves. And if you would like to be the next member of the Smell Good family, all you gotta do is subscribe to the channel, like the video, meet me down in the comments below. Be positive, and we can talk about what you love and what I love, and that is the art of fragrance. And last but not least, in the fine print, please read, if you're a part of the Smell Good family, you have to splack. You have to take one of these and you have to splacker up. If you're not splacking, you can't be a part of the Smell Good family, all right? All right, y'all be cool.